Hello, Teacher Lindsay here. I wanted to take a quick moment and tell you how I was able to get bookings within about a month of being hired. And I also wanted to give you some tips so you can learn maybe from some things I didn't try at first. Hopefully, a few of the tips that I share can help you to get some extra bookings. My start date was February 1st, 2018. This is my first week of teaching. I actually had a pretty good start. I started my first 2 classes the day after I was hired. That is a little bit rare, but I was excited to be able to jump right in and teach. As you can see, I taught 2 classes the 3rd day and 4 classes on that Sunday right after I was hired. I thought I was doing great, and then week 2 and week 3 happened. I didn't have a whole lot of bookings. In fact, this week I only taught 2 classes. It was not for lack of trying. I did open up classes every single day. They just weren't getting booked. Well, some of that might have been because it was Chinese New Year. During Chinese New Year, China kind of shuts down and everybody goes to visit their family. They just don't take VIPKID classes a lot. So I decided to change a few things my 4th week of teaching. I changed my profile picture. I also updated my video. My first video was kind of rushed because I wanted to put it out there so that I could start getting bookings. And when I looked back on it, it wasn't very good. So I filmed a new video and did some things in the video like singing, and I showed a puppet, and I feel like that really helped. As you can see, right around the Thursday through the Sunday, I was completely booked. At this point, I actually went back to teaching. So I was only able to teach 3 slots in the morning before school, and then I was able to teach on weekends as well. By week 5, I was completely booked. I consider this a successful first month of teaching, but I know this doesn't happen for everyone, so I want to give you a few tips as to what worked for me. The first thing that parents see when they go to book a class is your profile picture. It needs to stand out. I tried to use bright colors. I added makeup because I don't wear the makeup on a daily basis. And I went to the VIPKID Flower and Garden Festival and took a bunch of pictures of me in front of flowers. I figured the natural sunlight and the bright pop of colors would really help make my picture stand out. This is my profile picture. Next, I added 2 family photos because I have a very large family. I wanted to see them with my kids since they are so important to me. The first one was with my son. We both look very happy in this picture. That's why I chose this one. And the second one is of my entire family all together. And again, we are smiling and we look happy. My original video is posted down in YouTube, but this is my new updated video. Again, we want to look as happy as possible to make the parents want to book you. So those are my top tips, is to make sure that your picture and your videos really make you stand out of the crowd. There are a lot of VIPKID teachers and you are unique. There's something that you are bringing to the table that there are parents out there looking for. However, on the other side, this is probably not going to help you get bookings right away. VIPKID books your first classes, and they will book it with trials. So it's a little bit more important to impress VIPKID when you are first starting out. And this is how you impress VIPKID. They want to see that you are ready to teach. They want to see a consistent schedule across several days, across several weeks, in order for them to book you. If they see lots of open slots, they are more likely to give you a couple of classes. If you only open 1 or 2 slots for the following day, they don't really want to give you classes. They're saying, well, this teacher isn't really available to teach. So this is my secret magic trick. Open up classes for a steady 4 weeks. That way, if parents do end up liking your class, they can priority book you for 2 weeks in the future. It is also very important to have this short notice button clicked. I know it's scary because that means that a class can be booked 1 hour before the scheduled time, and it feels like you might not have enough time to prepare, but more than likely that class will book the night before or at least a few hours before. My mistake was that I was scared of that button, and I really believe that that's why I didn't have a fully booked schedule within the second or third week of my teaching. When I started turning on that short notice booking, I actually got a whole lot more classes. So it's scary, but you really do have to dive right in order to get a fully booked schedule. I hope that some of the information that I shared with you today will help you start your VIPKID journey. Another thing to work on is certifications. I did not start out with this many certifications. I started out, I think, with trials. That is probably the most important one when you are first starting out, because that is where you're going to get a lot of your bookings from VIPKID. There are a lot of differing views about this, but I believe that the more certifications that you have, the more likely you are to be booked by parents. This is what my current schedule looks like. As you can tell, I have 2 open slots for tomorrow, so I'm not always completely booked, especially now that my first class is so early in the day for students over in China. At this point, next week is looking pretty good, only a couple of open slots, and the following week already has a couple of classes booked. This is that priority booking that I was telling you about. Parents who enjoyed your class can go ahead and book 2 weeks in advance. So that's why it is so important to open up slots for more than just the week that we're on. If you like anything you see, please feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm just starting out, so all the subscriptions really do help. Stay tuned for more videos about my VIPKID journey. Goodbye!